Well, hello, welcome to Scale Modeling. And this is a bit of a progress review of where we're up to now in the build. I thought we'd just go back and look from the beginning to where we are now and how we got to this. So we're up to step 60 if I remember correctly, and in step 60 we've just been working on the top of this tower at the front here. So what I've done is the deck isn't stuck down, nothing's glued down at the moment. I've just got it all sitting here so we can see the deck is finished pretty much. It just needs to be glued on, which I can do at any stage now. But what I still need to do is paint the forecastle here, the zinc colour. That's why I haven't put the deck down, otherwise I'd have to mask that off. So I need to do that, which will be done soon. I've got my paint ready for that. The Outlaw Paints white sent to me, and I've got it mixed up with the Imperial Japanese grey, and I've toned it right down so it should look really nice. So that's to be done. Other than that, everything else is done with the hull, other than the screws, which we haven't put on yet down here. Leave them off because I don't want them to get bumped, so that'll be one of the last things to go on. But we have got the shafts in. We did manage to have to cut the two centre ones to make them shorter because they don't fit all the way. That seems to be a common problem with this kit, so just be aware you may have to grind them off with a Dremel like I did. Other than that, we've gone through, we've done all the ship's boats. They're all down here, quite a lot, and a lot of them that won't even be seen. I may be able to display them in some way or another. Some of them go in here where the hanger is, and they come out on like a pulley hoist. I may be able to hang something in there, I'm not sure yet. There are some that go on the deck, but yeah, that's a bit, not too sure there either. We've got the aircraft, they're all done, made up, so they'll look great when they're up on the catapults up back here. The main superstructure is just glued down. Sorry, it's not glued down. We just have to make sure that's all separate, painted separately, because I don't want it to be all built up and then trying to get in there with an airbrush and get all those little corners and little spots in the back here that you would just never be able to reach if it was all put together with the funnel there and everything. So these parts like this, for example, is just sitting there. So we've done all of that. And of course this, which was a big one, that's sitting in there. And that'll be painted as it is like that. That one will be painted as it is, although there is a section to go on top of that, which we're working on at the moment. So that may happen. But other than that, everything's fine and looking good. So what we'll do now is we'll just go back to the bench and go over a quick review of what we did in a bit more detail and going through. Just remember, if you're first time coming to watch this and find my channel and you're viewing this channel, you can go right back to the beginning and watch the unboxing of this and the review of this kit. We go through all the parts and everything that's involved, and then the build will start after that from number 1 in the playlist. Alright, so I'll get over to the bench and put this all safely aside where nothing's going to get damaged, and we'll have another chat in a sec. Be back shortly. Okay, so we're back up on the bench dining table, and we'll just do a quick run through of where we're at and where we're up to and how we got here. So we started off in step 1, well actually we started before that. We did the unboxing of the Yamato and the review, and that was actually 7 months ago. It's gone pretty fast. and that very popular video. I think that's probably up around 42,000 views at the moment. It's fantastic. So if you want to go in and watch the first video in this playlist, and by the way, all these videos are in the 1-200 Yamato playlist on my channel, you can go back to the unboxing. Then after that, I did some aftermarket review of the wooden deck by 3D Wild, which included brass barrels and all the other bits and pieces. There's all some of the barrels there, some anchor chain. There's barrels for the turrets. So that's all there as well. We also did the Fujimi model review and actually built one of those turrets with the see-through base, so you could see all the workings of it. And that's in 1/200 scale. So that I plan to display beside the model as well. So that's also there in the playlist. And then we get on to the first video, part 1, which started off with the boats. So there they are here on the instructions. There was quite a lot of boats. We had a bit of a disaster in one area where I messed up using some acetone to try and take off some paint and melted the plastic, but you'll have to go back and watch that one. That was either part 1 or part 2, because video part 2 was also the boats and took up a couple of videos. After that, we moved on and went on and did the aircraft, 2 different types of aircraft, 4 aircraft in all. They are, let me just grab those, hang on one second. Okay, there they are. Sorry about the reflection. I don't want to take them out of the boxes, but there's our 2 aircraft in there, ready to go. So they were quite fun to make, up really nice. Decals look really good, colours nice. So that's in video part 3. Let me put these back away. Okay, so part 4, the video part 4 was also the aircraft as well. We had finished off the other 2 planes. Then part 5 went into gluing the hull together. So we finally got the 2, well, it already comes in one piece, but it's connected by the braces here. So we managed to get all that glued and tightened up and looking good. There was a section we put in the inside of the hull, and we didn't do the top because we wanted to paint that all separately. Going on further, we got the rails down on that stern deck. All that photo etch is quite a bit. There was also some inside the hangar bay, which is what this part here is. You can't see that at all. Actually, once everything went down on top, there it is there, going in place. A few panels of superstructure sides going on there. Further on, we got the next video, which was part 6, was when we got the hangar doors put in, and also some more photo etch with a couple of little ladders underneath there. And then we went on to do some of the railings and tracks, which were, what was that, I think we're at part 7 now. Yeah, part 7. And then my paint arrived. So the Outlaw Paints IGN Grey showed up. So looking forward to that, and the hull red as well, so we could get the hull painted. We didn't do any of this underneath for the props, for the the screws, the shafts, the supports. We did the rudders, we got them all separately, and we got that all ready. And then of course there was all this section under here, the hangar bay, that needed all the supports put in, so we got all that done. So in the videos part 8 and 9, we started painting the hull, and we got all that done with the hull red. Also painted the grey and managed to tape all that up properly, and also the decks that were grey, we got all those painted up. That was after all these railings went on, and there was lots of little pieces to go along the side that we ended up putting on separately. painting them all up separately. Then we went on and got the wooden deck from 3D Wild, and we fitted that onto the ship. So part 9 was fitting the wooden deck. Part 10 was fitting all the bits and pieces on the deck. So we got all the bollards and other bits and pieces. There's the breakwater had to go on, all those areas, all those containers that had to be put on, all the ammunition boxes and storage boxes. We got all of that on. Then we put together the superstructure. Part 11, video 11 was starting on the superstructure, which was basically just putting all the areas for the catch up on where we are here. Here it is. So we had to put all the ladders on, all the supports where the gun placements will be. They all went on. The 2 sides went on where there'll be more guns. We put all that. A little bit of photo etch railing went throughout on that. And then we started working on the bridge. So there were parts, little section there that went on part of that superstructure. Then it started on the bridge and building that up. There was quite a lot of work in that, a lot of photo etch, lots of small pieces, and it came up really, really good. I will just show you the end result of that, which is there. That is pretty much ready to hit with our Outlaw Paints primer black, which I may do that in our next video. We'll see how we're going, but we're getting close to doing a lot of these substructures and getting all primed up. So that's done. Then we built up the piece on the other end of the superstructure, which was this. That came up nice, all the ladders on it. That has the radar unit on the top there. And that's it. So now we are actually at step 13. And in 13 will be right up to, where are we? All that's done. There we go, I've marked there. So we're up to pretty much in step 13, which you'll see next week. We'll be doing the placing the deck, actually gluing that down onto the hull. So that whole section will be covered up in the center, and also getting that forecastle up the front painted the zinc color, which I made my custom mix of. There it is in there with our Outlaw Paints white with the IGN grey, and that came up really nice. You'll have to watch the video to see that. And of course, right now I'm working on video number 14, which is, well, you'll have to wait and see. But I think 14 we're going to start on building the turret section, not turrets, the funnel. The funnel's starting up. Yeah. In next week's video, you'll see the deck go on, the forecastle getting painted, and the mast all fitted up with all the ladders and photo etch that goes with that. All right. So thank you all for following along so far. There's quite a way to go. I can't really tell you how long or how much more there is to go. This has been a great resource. You can get this online too, which is another way of viewing it. But if you need reference, this is fantastic. Always gone to this for references. And of course to you guys for help in comments. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, comment below, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be part 13 of our 1-200 Yamato build. All right, thanks guys, and don't forget also that I have a live stream every Friday. It's at 6 AM Australian time. You have to work that out wherever you are, but you're welcome to come in, join us in chat. We talk about, we try to keep it on topic of modeling and with Yamato, and you can get a chance there to chat with me in real time and ask questions or listen to what I've got to say, and
have a listen to us rambling on. But there's a great community out there that come in quite often into the chat, and anybody else who hasn't been in before is welcome. Alright guys, thank you all, and this was the progress update. I don't know if we'll have another one in about 10 videos from now on, but we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, see you all in the next one. Bye.